Hello everyone, and welcome to Unboxing Geek. In this video we have another haul. This time we have everything that I picked up for August, September, and October. Now I don't quite remember where I got all this at, but I do have everything from the earliest to the latest. So with that, we'll go ahead and see what I got. So first we have Saturday Night Live, the best of Tracy Morgan. Now, I will admit, I'm not the biggest Tracy Morgan fan, but I did actually really enjoy this. I'm happy to have it in the collection. So, here's the spine. And here in the back you can read what it's about. If it will focus. There you go. Special features, we have an audition, photo gallery, dress rehearsal, outtakes, and TV appearances. Inside we have the disc. And here on the disc we can see that it is 74 minutes long. And here's the front, the back, and the spine. Next we have Saturday Night Live, the best of Eddie Murphy. This one I did really enjoy, a lot more than the other one. I am a big fan of Eddie Murphy, so really happy to have this. Here's the spine. Here in the back you can read what it's about. Special features, we have an additional sketch, a photo gallery, and outtakes. This is 66 minutes long. And here's the disc. And inside we also have a booklet. Just kind of going through more Lionsgate releases. So, sorry. And here's the front, the back, and the spine. Now this next one, I do remember I got it at. I actually got it at my local Dollar General, and with this one, was actually a pre-owned one, but it's a very unique pre-owned one. In fact, I'm very surprised that my local Dollar General had it. In fact, this is actually very hard to come by. Not necessarily because it's out of print or anything, but because of where it was released initially. And that is Monsters vs. Aliens, Creature Features. This, of course, being the third volume to the TV show, obviously. Now, there were only 3 volumes of this released. I do not have the first 2 volumes, but there technically needs to be one more volume released in order to have the complete series. Why they stopped with this one, I don't know. But kind of seeing where this one wound up, I kind of see why they didn't continue with it, because it's not really a show that a lot of people watched. So here's the spine. Here on the back you can read what it's about, as well as the episodes. And the runtime is 110 minutes long. And inside we have the disc, and as you can tell, this is a red box exclusive. Which prior to this I didn't even know Redbox actually got exclusive releases, but apparently they do. It's very rare, but they do. Yeah, so here's the front, the back, and the spine. So very happy to have this. And then next up we have the only VHS. In fact, these next 3, the next 3 I actually got at the same place, which is one of my local consignment shops. The VHS is Mickey's Magical World. I got this actually for 50 cents, I believe. It's a really good price for a VHS. Here you have what it's about, and it's 27 minutes long. And of course, there is the VHS itself. Then we have the Nutty Professor. This, of course, being the sequel, starring Drake Bell. Here's the spine. And here on the back, you can read what it's about. Special features include animating the Nutty Professor, character storyboard gallery. This is rated PG for rude humor and mild language, and it is 76 minutes long. Now, I have seen this, and it's okay. I mean, it's not, it's nowhere near as good as the original. But it is, well, it is what it is. Inside we have the disc, and there's the front, the back, and the spine. And then, lastly, we have probably the best, in my opinion, the best out of this entire haul. And that is Star Wars Trilogy bonus material. So, this was actually, there were actually two different versions of this release. There was one that was released with, one with like this banner, and then one with a gray banner, for two different releases of the trilogy. Which I believe was the full screen and the widescreen. I forget exactly which one was which. But happy to have this. Now, I did actually find this at a flea market to the north of me. But I passed on it. Really wish I hadn't have, because I couldn't actually find it again. And then I happened to go into my local flea market, and I found it. So, very happy to have this. Come back, you can read what it's about. Now, this is 236 minutes long. The reason why it is so long is because this actually includes Empire Dreams, which is the only way to get this physically. Which, I mean, that alone, I mean, it's like I believe it's like over a 2-hour long documentary, which is very long documentary, because most documentaries are like at most maybe an hour and a half, but to have a 2-hour long documentary, if I'm calculating that, if I remember that correctly. Of course, here we have the disc, and here you can of course see what all is included. Of course, we have the birth of the lightsaber, the characters of Star Wars, and then of course the Empire Dreams, the story of the Star Wars trilogy. Then, of course, you have the chapters. You also have The Force is With Them, The Legacy of Star Wars Episode 3 Behind the Scenes Preview, The Return of Darth Vader, Star Wars Battlefront Trailer, Star Wars Battlefront Xbox Game Demo, Star Wars Episode 3 Making the Game, Trailers and TV Spots, Never Foreseen Production Photo Gallery, Posters and Print Campaign, and exclusive DVD-ROM content. So, really happy to have this in the collection. And here's the front, the back, and the spine. And the next 4 I actually got at a flea market or a consignment shop to the south. Now this right here is actually, no disc. But I actually got this mainly because I do actually already have a copy of this, but my case isn't in the best condition, and for $1, but you know what, I'm going to pick it up with a really nice sleeve, and the artwork is actually different than the one I have. There were 5 variants of this released, I believe. I don't actually remember which version I have, but this is different than the one I do have. So, happy to have that. And then we have a bonus DVD. This, of course, being the Walmart exclusive, High School Musical 2. This includes the making of music scene, crazy cast questions, an animated dance number, and a Phineas and Ferb bonus episode. So, yeah. And this is 36 minutes long. And there we have the DVD. And the front, the back, and the spine. And then the last 2 are actually in a series of films I haven't ever actually seen, but I've wanted to. The first one is the Gladys Aylward story. This, of course, being from the Torchlighters Heroes of the Faith. These being Christian anime documentaries that are done in partnership with Voice of the Martyrs and the Christian History Institute. So these are decent documentaries of people of faith. Special features we have, of course, all these actually come with a live action documentary talking about the actual people involved in the stories. So that's really, really cool. Does it say 30? Yeah, right there. 30 minutes plus extras. So I don't actually know how long the documentary is, but you know. Inside we have the DVD and a little booklet for the Voice of the Martyrs. I'm just kind of basically wanting you to subscribe to their service, but not their service, to receive stuff from them, I guess. I don't really know how to word that. Okay, there's that. And the final one is the Adoniram and Ann Judson story. Once again, of course, Gladys, Heroes of the Faith. This one, of course, being brand new. And here on the back, you can read what it's about. And this doesn't actually say it includes a documentary, but I'm pretty sure it does, because I mean, like, all of them actually do, at least from what I've read online. So we'll go ahead, get in here, and take a look inside. And inside we have the disc, and once again another thing from the Voice of the Martyrs. And there's the front, the back, and the spine. So once again, that will do it for today's video. As always, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell down below, leave a like, and a comment if you choose to do so. I will see you guys next time. Live long and prosper.